Are you tired of your base looking this cluttered? Want more space? Want to 5 times the space in your base with this simple strategy? Today I'm going to show you guys how to stack up not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 different items on top of each other, maximizing your base potential and saving yourself at least 10 tiles with this simple strategy. And I'm also going to help you answer a couple questions I got from my prior video on how to 3 times your base, which was issues that you guys were saying you guys were struggling with pathing, that you didn't know how the resources were being gathered. Today, I'm going to walk you step by step, everything you need to know on how to stack up 5 different farming stacks to be able to save a ton of space, a ton of time, a ton of resources, and overall maximize your farming potential. So if you like how that sounds, let's jump right into it, guys. So if this tip is going to help you in any way, shape, or form, hit that like button and let's jump right into it. Okay, so in order for you guys to do this strategy, guys, you're going to need to be at least level 36. If you're not level 36, I highly recommend you check out my prior video on how to stack it 3 times, because that's a little bit easier to do as far as leveling is concerned. But once you get to leveling 36, you're going to want to make sure you unlock the outdoor furniture item that's going to give you access to a tire. And the tire is what makes this completely key. And you want to make sure you pay close attention to the way I'm going to describe this, because this could go from you stacking only 3, only 4 to actually doing the maximum, which is 5. So what you want to do, guys, is first you want to start off by placing 1 set of tires wherever you want to start your farm. As you guys noticed when I first showed you my video, I had a lot of spots available in that area, and I wanted to condense that area to make it smaller. So I first started stacking the first set of tire. The second tire will go on top. For the third and fourth tire, you're probably going to have to jump. Just try to stay in the same position so that tire stays right on top and above of each other. Once you have the tires completely set up, now what you're going to want to make sure is that wherever you're going to be placing the first set of plank, whatever it be lettuce or tomato, you want to make sure that that's placed in where you actually want to have it, because this could become from making a really good one to making a really ugly one, okay? So you want to make sure you place it correctly where you want to place that first layer. Now, the great thing about this strategy is you're able to stack up lettuce, tomato, lettuce, or you could do like 5 stacks of tomato, 5 stacks of lettuce, whatever you want to do. As long as they're the same size, you guys should be good. You could theoretically even do, 1 stack of tomato, lettuce, 1 stack of tomato, lettuce, and then you could even do wheat and, just have it that way. So the possibilities for the farming could be limited. You could literally just have 1 full stack and it's going to be able to collect every single item, which is wheat, lettuce, and tomato in just 1 complete row. It's just so much time saving and so much space saving. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to place your first layer. Make sure you have it correctly. As soon as you place down your first layer, it's going to be a little bit tricky, so you're going to have to kind of keep jumping and moving side to side until you actually get it to the right position. Once you get into the right position, you then are going to want to go and look at the bottom of that plank. And in the bottom of the plank, I want you to delete 1 of the tires. So once that tire is deleted, you're then going to go ahead and create another plank, which is going to go underneath the one you have. Now, you want to make sure you line these up correctly, because you don't want it to look zigzag or look weird. So you just want to kind of get close to it, jump in the air and see if it's lining up perfectly. Once it lines up perfectly, it's going to show that blue thing as far as the screen's concerned. Click on it and it should place the other one right underneath it. Same thing, guys. Rinse and repeat. We're going to go down. Usually crouch works really good, and you're going to delete that third tire. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky, and this is where you need to pay attention. So what we're going to do is same thing, same process. Jump up in the air, place that third plank, and make sure it lines up. So it's a little bit finicky, but you just want to make sure it lines up perfectly. Once it lines up perfectly, place it into place. So this is where people mess up, and this is where you want to make sure you do not mess up. So for some reason, the game creates an additional tire when you're doing this, okay? So instead of 4 tires, it makes it seem like you have 5. So what's going to happen is, and you notice like in my clip, I had one with 4 stacks, and that's because I didn't notice this until I actually kept doing it over and over to make it perfect. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to crouch down, and there's going to be a tire hitting the floor, and then there's going to be a tire that's elevated above that tire. Now, this tire is a little bit difficult to actually get rid of because it becomes a little bit finicky. So what you want to do is crouch down, get a little bit far until you're able to see the tire, and then slowly walk inwards until that tire gets highlighted for you to dismantle it. If it doesn't get highlighted for you to dismantle, you're going to have to kind of work your way around the area until you actually see the tire and dismantle that tire. What that's going to allow you to do it's going to remove that additional tire that the game automatically creates, allowing you to place that 4th layer in there. If you do not get rid of this tire, you're only going to be able to place 4 stacks. So this is very important. So you want to make sure you delete that tire. Once that tire is deleted, you then want to go ahead and put your 4th stack. Now, once that 4th stack is placed, you have 4 stacks. Then after that, same thing, rinse and repeat, crouch once again, and hit the last tire that's underneath there and place your final stack. That's going to allow you to stack up 5 different sets of pillars of farming material. And that could vary, like I said, it's limitless, endless, whatever you want to put there, wheat, lettuce, tomato, berries. You usually want to stack berries on top of berries. And of course, the other stuff that's the same size per portion on top of each other. Now, I know a lot of you guys were saying there was pathing issues. There's issues when it comes to picking up materials. As you're seeing right here in the footage, everything is getting completely done. You are getting watered. All 5 of them are getting watered at the same time. All of them are getting planted at the same time. All of them are getting harvested at the same time. Now, this is all going to be dependent on how fast you do this. What I personally recommend and what worked out for me is you definitely do not want to have people that are watering, farming, or gathering when you're doing this, because what that's going to do is as soon as you place one down, they're going to start doing the harvesting, they're going to start doing the planting, and that's going to get them off sync. Like, for example, the first one I did completely out of sync. It was getting watered, it was getting planted, it was getting harvested. So you kind of want to have them in sync. So whenever someone's watering, they're literally watering all 5 of them, okay? So you want to make sure you do that. Whenever someone's harvesting, you want to make sure they're all harvesting at the same time. That allows it for a very smooth transition. And what this actually allows you to have, it lets you reduce the amount of pals you have doing a particular task. Basically, what you want to do is get one of the best pals to do one specific job. So for here, German Tide is the best watering pal. I just have him. He does all of it, okay? He does all of it in one complete go. No wasting time, everything good to go. Get the one that's best for planting, get the one that's best for harvesting, and you can literally just have 3 of the best ones and reduce the amount of pals that are doing the same thing, because as they're doing one, so as they're planting one, as they're watering one, as they're harvesting one, they're doing all the 5 stacks at the same time. This also reduces the pathing issue. It reduces pals getting underneath or getting on top or getting stuck. This is going to be a huge lifesaver for you guys. Now, I didn't test if you were able to go even higher, but I'm pretty sure you probably could go a little bit higher than this. You could probably stack up to 10. I don't know, man. Some of you guys are going to have to try it out. And like I said, you guys never seem to surprise me because I got this information from one of you guys. So you guys have any more additional tips, let me know in the comment section down below. So I did want to give a massive shout out to Don Roa 544 for your awesome tip. I even maximized it a little bit because he said 4. I went and did 5. So hopefully this helps you out as well. Thank you for your comment. And don't forget, guys, with the huge update that's coming out this week, we don't know what's coming out, but if PvP or raids come out, you want to make sure you have OP pals. So check out this video that's popping up right now on the screen to how to get the best team comp synergy for your pals so you can start farming those right now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.